Yo, what is up guys? It is Skaarm, and for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my final club tour of FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. So I have 3 squads that I do want to show you guys, along with a couple other players that are in my club. So I'm going to be starting off with my squads. This is the squad I did make just recently. I haven't used it really. I think I've played about 2 games with this team, and that's probably 1 game with this team. As you can see, I literally only played 1 game with this Messi. Played about... So this is a very recent squad that I did make, of course. It is pretty fun. Like I said, only once being used, and I have a lot of players that I've never actually used either. I don't think I've ever used the Alaba. Wish I actually did, but the game is just not fun for me anymore. So that is the squad, guys. I'm going to be showing you guys the custom tactics that I do use for this team. So I have 2 custom tactics. I don't really use the attacking, so I'm actually not even going to show you guys this one. So I actually do play the 4-2-2-2, which I have Griezmann and Suarez at the strike force, Dembele and Messi on the wings. I got Sergio Busquets and Vieira in the midfield, and then you can see the defense. Very solid team. But I also do have 2 other squads, and as you can see, this team is really good. The stats aren't that great, so there's not even a point in me showing you guys the stats of these players, as I've just never really used them. But on to my main 2 teams, I would say I do use this team right here the most, but I will show you guys my second favorite team on my account. I just made some recent changes, of course, with Hazard, Sterling, Eusebio, and Pogba joining the team, but I haven't really used them either, so I can't really say. But I will show you guys the stats for all these players. Really good team. Like I said, I do use a 4-2-2 formation for most of my games. So I got this layman. I've played about 145 games, 1 goal, nothing else from him. But this Lala, in my opinion, one of the best right backs I've ever had on this game. 33 assists, 3 goals from 140 games. Most of my players are pack pulled players, so I really do love to play with these cards as I pack them. I don't really want to change them for players off the market for the most part. That's why I might have a couple players that aren't just as good as the top of the top meta cards. And then I have this Laporte. He was the guy I did pack. From the Premier League Team of the Season pack back when Premier League Team of the Season was out. Really good card. Played a lot of games with him. Kimpembe, really great card as well. Just didn't really get the chance to actually play many games with him. This Mendy as well, not the best. I honestly think he was overhyped a bit, but he still is one of the best left backs. I do have to say that for sure. Paid a lot of coins for this card at the time of when I did buy him. This Pogba, of course, overpriced. Everybody knew this guy came out for 1.5 million coins. I completed him for about 900k, and I'm just honestly disappointed with this card. He wasn't that great. And then Vieira, really great center mid or CDM, as I did play him. Really great card. He actually scored a couple bangers. His 15 goals were probably some of the best 15 goals I've ever seen. He scored some great long shots. And then Awar, I've played this guy all around the field. Honestly, I've played him at cam, center mid. I've played him at CDM. I've played him at left winger. He's played basically everywhere. That's why his stats don't exactly show how great of a card he really is. About 100 goal contributions from 130 games. Still not too bad after he has played literally everywhere on the field. This Sterling, I really do wish I did get him earlier in this game. This card was really good. 6 goals, 2 assists from 8 games. Recently just got him. Hazard played 1 game, was disappointed. Eusebio just finished his SBC just recently. I also did pack this card earlier, about I'd say a month ago. I packed this card as a tradable value, but I sold him and completed his SBC. 3 goals from 3 games with 1 assist. Not too bad. And that is basically it, guys. This is my bench. Really good bench. Haven't really played with a couple of these cards like this Ibra. Actually, I've played about with everyone except this Ibra and this Alba. But on to my main team. This is the main team that I do use on FIFA 19. Really good squad. if I did continue to play this game, I would have put the flashback Alex Sandro, but I just don't have the motivation to actually complete that SBC, as I'm never going to be playing with that card ever, as I'm just done with the game, honestly. Pretty boring game at this point. I've played this game way too much, and that's why I have stopped playing it, of course. But like I said, this is my main team. I also do play this team in a 4-2-2 formation, and these are the players I do use in this squad. Really great stats and lots of mileage on most of these players. 224 games with Allison. Great keeper, but not as good as Lehman in my opinion. Lehman is the best keeper on this game, for me at least. Right back, Kyle Walker, Footies card, not the greatest, honestly. I did like the Costa better, but since I had the card, I said might as well put him in. I really do wish I had this Maldini for a lot longer. I didn't really get to play him too much. 27 games, really great player though. And then David Luiz, I've played this guy really everywhere around this pitch. I've played this card at center mid, CDM, center back, right back, and left back. Really great card. Of course, he mainly does play center back for my team. He's a really great card, of course. And then Jordi Alba, I literally just packed this card not too long ago. You guys probably seen him in my previous video where I did open the Team of the Season packs. I packed him, played 3 games. He hasn't even played for this team yet. He's literally only played for the Messi team that I showed you guys initially. And then on to Sancho, who I did get from my red player picks. He actually, in my opinion, was not as good as I was assuming. His weak foot really did let me down, but he is a great finisher in the box. 45 goals, 34 assists in 113 games. Fun little card, to be honest though. Definitely a great card. I did get the Goretzka initially when he did come out. I know he did just come out yesterday, but he is still a great card, and I did get him initially. And he has played 183 games, 20 goals, 36 assists, and he's been playing center mid and CDM all of his games. He's never played anywhere else. And then on to my center mid, Roberto Firmino. I have played this card as striker for a majority of his games. That is why you guys do see his stats as some crazy stats. 151 goals, 111 assists from 215 games. He mainly has played striker. I'd say he's played about 30 to 40 games at center mid, as I just got that Richarlison, so I did switch him to a center mid role, so that way I could play Richarlison as striker. This is a card that I'm just so happy I packed. 507 games, 229 goals, 144 assists. Really great card, and I packed him when the Future Stars promo was out. As you can see, first owner card. Packed him, I think, on the last day of the promo from a 2-player pack. Really happy I did pack this card. Great card. Of course, not as good anymore. He is out of the meta, but he still has played probably the most mileage out of anyone on this club. And then on to Havertz, like I said, first owner, untradeable, 190 games, 126 goals, 115 assists. He has played cam majority of his games, but I'd say the past 30 games he has played striker, as I did have to switch it to a 2-striker formation, and I wanted Havertz not to be playing in the center mid and rather to play striker. And then I did get this Richarlison. I'd say this is probably a top 2 player I've ever had on this game, and I've only played 25 games with him. 28 goals, 18 assists from 25 games, and this is all in Division 1 or in weekend league, so the toughest of competition, and he has scored a lot for me. Great card, and I'm really happy with this team. And then I do have other players on the bench, of course, but I will show you guys first my final club tour, of course. So I'm going to be starting off with the untradeable cards. I have this, of course, I have this Lehman, like I already showed you guys. He is a great card. There's a lot of other great cards. I haven't showed you guys this Ibra yet. So he has scored 7 goals and 6 assists, and he's had 6 assists from 7 games, and this is all off the bench. I also do have this Lisandro Lopez card that I actually did play striker in my main team at a certain point in FIFA. This was actually when he was in packs during the initial time when he first got released. Bought him for 100k, 52 games, 37 goals, 35 assists. Really, really great stats for a striker that you wouldn't expect to be getting many assists and goals, of course, in a main team. His balance and agility, in my opinion, was really, really good. It was, in my opinion, a 99 dribbling stat. But, of course, it doesn't say that. I don't really have anything else in my club that is tradable, so I'm going to be moving on to my untradeable cards. So, like I've already shown you, I've shown you the guys that Hazard, Quagliarella. I just took him out of my main team, switched him for, I believe, Eusebio. So he did play a couple of good games for me, of course. 85 games, 65 goals, 45 assists, great stats overall, great goal contribution. And then on to, I'd say, De Jong. He played in my main team for quite a while as well. 145 games, 11 goals, 15 assists. Of course, first owner with almost every single card I do own. Of course, all of these untradables obviously will say first owner, but I packed most of these cards. Like I also did, of course, pack most of these players during the Team of the Season promo. I haven't packed really anything during footies, as I haven't really been trying to go for anyone. And then I have 19 games played, 11 goals, 3 assists from this 95 Fernando Torres. Great little card. He is a fun card to use, of course, just never really made my team. And then I do have another red. Never used this card. I really just got him from Weekend League and never got the chance to submit him into an SBC. So then I do have the red 93 Calvin. He played in my main team for quite a while. He only scores bangers, doesn't really score often, but when he does, great goals he does score. 41 goals, 24 assists from 120 games. Not too bad for a 3-star weak-footed player. This Del Piero, I really do wish I found out where to be playing him as at left forward or left wing, as he did play a majority of his games. He was not a great card. He didn't really score many goals or assists, but as soon as I put this guy into a right striker, he was phenomenal. I'd say about 35 goals from that are just from him playing right striker. He's played like 15 games there. One of the best right strikers I've ever played. Unfortunately, the game is just done. Otherwise, I definitely would continue to play this guy. This guy packed him from one of those Team of the Season packs. Didn't really bother to put him in SBC yet, and I never probably will. Of course, I did show you guys Alba. Never played a game with him. Wish I really did. David Villa. This guy used to play in my main team way long ago. Initially, back when he first got released as a flashback card. Then he switched to a sub role, and then he switched to a fun team role, as I do make like some teams that I just like to have fun with, and I do put David Villa in them. 149 games, 93 goals, 48 assists. This is my favorite player of all time in real life, so I'm really happy I did get this card, and he has some great stats and great goal contributions. Tagliafico, a card that has played in my team for quite a while. 188 games, 2 goals, 10 assists. Underrated card in my opinion. And then I'd say I do have this Desai. 72 games, didn't really like him, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the Blanc as well. 444 games played. This is probably the second most used card in my club. Just took him out for this Kimpembe just recently, as I don't know, I just wanted to switch up and have some fun, of course. Then I have this Socrates. I'm very disappointed with this card. He was not good in my opinion. Definitely did not recommend this card. Not fun. Another card I did get from Weekend League, Trezeguet. Not really going to show you guys anything from him, as it's pretty useless. I played this Alessandrini for about 15 games in my main team as a starter. So he wasn't too bad. I'd say he got 6 goals, 5 assists from 20 games. That's not terrible, but of course not that great. I do have this Promise. Never played a game with him. I really do wish I did play with him though. I got this Fabinho. I just recently packed him. 91 rated CDM card from a 2-player pack. Nothing really to say with him, as I haven't played with him. Then I do have this Alexandro. Did pack him during the Headliners promo as well. 367 games, 6 goals, 8 assists. Not too bad of a card. Decent card. Wish I did get the flashback Alexandro, of course. Then I did pack this Son. Really recent as well. Headliner striker card. 25 games off the bench. No game has been played like as a starter for him. So 25 games off the bench, 11 goals, 11 assists. really good stats as a great super sub. And then there's not really much left with my club, guys. That's really it. I will show you guys my leaderboard stats real quick. So I have a 195 top rated squad. On the right side of your screen, you guys also can see I almost made it to 36 million transfer profit. I actually just fell below it. I was above 36 million, but I just fell below it as I was selling some stuff. And now I also do have 500,000 match earnings. And that's basically it, guys. That is my club tour for FIFA 19. I did manage to get myself into Division 1 just recently as well. So in my opinion, I did finish FIFA really well. I also want you guys to know I've never spent any money on FIFA 19. I've never spent any money on FIFA points, never bought coins, never transferred coins onto this account. I did everything through trading. Alright guys, that is going to be the video. That is FIFA 19 completed for me. And I think that is going to be it for this club. I might make a couple more videos on a couple SBCs if you guys do need it, or if I do feel the motivation to hop back on this game. Of course, this game just doesn't motivate me anymore, and I'm just waiting for FIFA 20. But yeah, other than that, guys, that is the video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace out.